everyone. I'm trying to figure out if this is working or not. Oh, I think it is. Hello, everyone. If you can see me, if I am go live, please place a comment below. Let me know where you're watching from. Please let me know that you can hear me and that this is working. Okay, Debbie's here. I'm trying something out completely different. I tried it yesterday and over in YouTube, and it worked really great, and I think people liked it. So please give your feedback. I'm trying a new app here, and it's going to give us double sort of viewing. So you can see my face, and then you can also see what I'm going to be working on down here, and then I'm going to switch it so I'm kind of the shrunk picture, and the card is the big one. Hello, everyone. I can see your names. Oh, good. Thank you, Lindsay, for letting me know. I appreciate it. Hello, Trina. And Jessica's here. And hello, my friends. Happy Wednesday evening. Hello. How is everyone tonight? Please come on in. Let me know where you're watching from. Please introduce yourself. My name is Jamie. I am in upstate New York here, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, which means I get the amazing job of making fun paper crafting projects and sharing them with you. And I just have so much fun doing it. Hello, Kay from North Carolina. How is everyone tonight? A couple heads up, a couple things that are going on that you should be aware of, okay? First of all, my catalogs came today. So that is super exciting. So they are packaged up. They are going to hit the mailboxes tomorrow. Well, be out in my mailbox for you tomorrow. So mini catalog and celebration catalogs, they go live January 4th. Okay. Oh, Trina, I'm so glad you got it. Good. I'm so happy to read that and see that. Good. Full of lots of fun goodies. I just can't stop using the product. It's just so fun. And I got more today. So, go live to January 4th. If you have not ordered from me in the last year, maybe you don't currently have a demonstrator you order through, you can go to catalogs.jamieb.com and you can request catalogs. Okay, I'd be happy to pop them in the mail for you. That's number one. Number two is my product shares are available now, and you can go to productshare.jamieb.com. I wonder, can I post my own comment? Let me try something. Product share. Oops. .jamieb. This is like so new for me. Ready? I think I can do this. Let's see if this will work. And then I should be able to oh, that's so fun. Product share. That is so fun. I'm sorry. That is really fun. And then I can hide it. Oh, that's so fun. I'm having way too much fun with this new app. Okay, so product shares are a great way to get you a sampling of all the product in the new mini catalog, designer series paper, ribbon, embellishments, those sort of things. I have a couple of variations, a couple of bundles you can get. So check out all the details. When do we get the product share items? Tina, that is a very, very good question. I will order them literally at the crack of dawn, January 4th. I will probably do it again, I usually expedite the order, which means I get it in 2 days. And it takes me a little while to cut everything, relabel them, repackage them. So I always say about mid-month, expect it. And I always keep you up to date. I'll always email you kind of how things are going, when they're ready to be shipped out, so you have an idea and that sort of thing. So I always say expected about, mid-January or so. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Dawn. So product share, love it. I wish I knew about it when I was just a customer, because I think they're just such a great way of getting a little bit of everything without having to buy literally one of everything. Okay. Number two. Well, let me do it again. Ready? This is going to be so fun. Okay, hold on. This is way too fun. I'm having way too much fun. I think there's a way that I should be able to do this without having to type it myself. Okay. Whoa, ready? Okay, second thing I want to, I'm just so sorry. That's just so fun. The second thing I want to mention is Stamp Camp. Registration is open. It will close January 3rd because January 4th, I will place the order for all the goodies, okay? Stamp Camp is going to be January 22nd, pretty much run all day, starting at 10:30 Eastern time. You're going to get a couple of pillow gifts. You're going to get Stampin' Up! Product, of course. You're going to get 10 make and takes and stamping presentations during stamp camp. Okay, so it's just like a stamping fun day. I'm partnering with my friend Zara. So if you are Canadian and interested in signing up, you can go to mystampcamp.jamieb.com and there is a link over there for Canadian registrations. Okay. I was working on my cards today. Okay. So we're going to do 10 make and takes, and they are going to focus on two new stamp sets. Okay. You don't have to buy the stamp sets if you don't want to. If you want to just use product that you already have at hand, that's fine. But if you'd really like them to come out the way they're supposed to be, I'm going to be featuring the flowering tulips. I did 3 of the cards today. They're really, really fun. And my friend Zara is going to be doing Artfully Layered. I had to look at the name of it. Artfully Layered. So the flowering tulips is, oh, wait, I can go like this. Woo, there you go. It's got really fun tulips in it. It's so fun. I was making cards with it. And then the Artfully Layered is all about like tropical images. And oh my goodness, I made a card with this one yesterday. It's so, so fun. Okay. So you can tack those onto your registration and get a 15% discount on them when you buy them through your Stamp Camp registration. Okay. Let me show it again. Ready? There it is. stampcamp.jamieb.com. Make sure you spell my name right. Okay. So that was so fun. Wasn't that fun to do? I love fun technology. Oh, me too, Roz. So fun. Want to see what I was making? So, it's kind of like a builder. Someone told me I was using the wrong terminology. Builder dies. And you can make, hold on, let me do this. Ready? Okay, so see, you can make like little tulips. This is one I made, and then this is another one I made. You kind of like, they're like the, what's the ones that we have now that are like this? I'm drawing a complete blank, but you can make different like 3D tulips with them, which is like so, so cool. Okay, so that's a sneak peek. Okay, today's card may look a little familiar. Hello, Marcia from Texas. I made it like back in June, I think. I made the layout and I made a Christmas card and it was a huge hit. And so I just realized I forgot to write down the measurements. I have it on a scrap piece of paper on my floor. I'll just be looking down at my floor the whole time. It's this card here, and you really seem to like it. So here's the thing. Thank you. The pansy patch. The pansy patch. Yes, that's it. Thank you, guys. You know your stuff. I get all tongue-tied and confused, and I'm glad someone knows what the heck they're doing around here. So here's the card we're making tonight. I did it again. I made a Christmas card out of it. But I'm going to switch it up. All this week, I'm using the Ever Eden Designer Series paper, which is a limited time only exclusive paper. Gorgeous. And I'm using it with the Forever Fern stamp set. And they're not necessarily designed for one another, but they coordinate beautifully. Oh, so fun, Lynn. How many birthday cards are you making if you're making a whole stash of them? I'm curious. So yesterday I made a card on YouTube. I called it a sleeve card. Others called it a pull up card. Others called it a pocket card. I don't know. It's whatever. Go check it out on YouTube. It was fun. Today I'm going to keep it kind of simple. I love to take a general idea of a card. So it's still a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. But just by switching kind of how it opens makes the card completely unique and different. And that's what I really love. Okay, so I'm going to just do this. It's so fun. And I just have to, it's kind of different. I have to get used to this because, you know, if like I have like an itch on my nose or something, I always wait till the camera's looking down and then I get like, oh, I scratched my nose. But now you can always see me. So I have to just be on my best behavior. Who are we kidding? There's no way I'm going to be on my best behavior. Okay, so here's the card. Again, it features the Ever Eden Designer Series paper, is exclusive, limited only. It will be available until January 3rd. or if it sells out, whichever happens first, okay? And it's got this beautiful, I don't know if the light will pick it up, but it's specialty paper. So it's got these like specks of gold. It's there. The light's not picking it up. Specks of gold running through it would just catch the light, and it's so, so pretty. And just by switching up again, how we open it, it really kind of transforms the card and makes it super special. Oh, I know, Roz, it's so pretty. I may have ordered an extra pack or two. Hello, Pam from North Carolina. Hi, Susan. Thanks, everyone. Hey, Rachel. Okay, so let me dive in. Again, I forgot. I meant to transfer it on. Well, let me just grab it. My measurements were on a scrap piece of grid paper, and I left it on the floor. Hold on. Hold on a second. See, normally this would be all off camera, and you wouldn't see any of this. Oh, that's not going to stay flat, is it? Come on. Okay, we'll have it like that. Okay, here we go. Ready? I'm starting off with Soft Succulent. In the Ever Eden Designer Series paper, the main colors are Evening Evergreen, Soft Succulent, Gold, and White. They work beautifully. Yeah, I definitely stocked up too, Michelle. I was like, this is gorgeous. I need more of it. And you're going to cut your cardstock like you normally would, okay? But you're going to cut it 1/4 of an inch shorter. So it's 5.5. So it's the regular height of a card, 5.5 by 8.25. And it's 8.25 because when we close it like a book, there's a little space here. Okay. I know someone was asking on my previous video, was there supposed to be a space? And the answer is I liked the space. It kind of gives a sort of peekaboo kind of coming from behind. And so if you didn't want the space, you could keep it at 5.5 by 8.5, but I wanted a little space here. So 5.5 by 8.25. Okay. Then you're going to score it at 1 inch and 5.25 inches. So my actual card base is a traditional card base. It's 4.25 by 5.5. It just kind of has this fun opening to it. And honestly, you could do it this way too and even switch it up. Again, I didn't think about that, but I guess we could do that. Okay, so again, we scored it at 1 inch and 5.25. I should have figured out it this way, but you get the idea. Okie dokie. Now, this is where I didn't write these measurements down, so I'm going to have to do them on the fly. So that's fun. Okay, so I have 2 patterns of the Ever Eden. I'm struggling with that word. 2 patterns. This is what they look on the flip side. This has like that dark, there's that gold. You can see it. I love that pattern. And then this one has the ombre. You're not really seeing it, but it's an ombre look. So that's the 2. I'm using the flip side of both of those. And, oh, I forgot to shut my heat off again. I'm sorry. Hopefully the thing doesn't pick it up too much. Hey, Corinne, good evening. Thanks for coming on in. Thanks for sharing. I appreciate it. Listen, while you're here, guys, if you're liking what I'm showing, please feel free to hit the like button or love button or share it with your friends. If you'd like others to see it, I would appreciate it, but no pressure. Okay, so then I have 2 basic white, and these I'm going to have to measure because I don't remember what they cut them at. But basically, I'm matting. So I'm matting the DSP on basic white, which is going to go on the card flaps. Okay, so let me give you this one first. This one here, the larger of the 2, is 2.75 by 5.25. And then this little one, the little guy here is, okay, ready? 7/8 by 5.25. Okay. It's technically a little sized a little different, but going with the smaller piece just didn't quite look right. Okay. So 7/8, it's only 7/8 wide. And then the DSP is going to be 1/8 shorter, smaller. Okay. So the big one, the measurement for that is, here we go, 2 5/8 by 5.25. 2 5/8 by 5.25. And the little guy here, the little strip, is, my heater is giving me troubles. Sorry, is 3/4 by 5 1/8. 3/4 by 5 1/8. Okay. So all I'm going to do is map them on the coordinating basic white and attach those to my card front. Any questions? Speak now or don't hold your peace. Just let me know later. Okay. Am I on screen? I tend to shift right. So I just need to make sure I stay on screen here. Okay. So that's going to go on that one. And then, do you know there's two types of stampers? The one that load them up with adhesive and the other ones that use adhesive like minimally. So which one do you tend to do? Do you tend to be a minimal adhesive stamper or more is always better adhesive stamper? Let me know in the comments. I'd be curious to know. I managed to get everything except the bundle, which I'll get soon. Yes, luckily though, Susan, the bundle carries over. So I didn't say that, but the bundle carries over. The designer paper and the matching gems do not. Okay, those are the limited time only availability. Okay, then these, and they're not, I don't think they are, oh, maybe they are. Maybe they go like that. I was trying to think if that was specific. Michelle is a more is better adhesive user. Why does that look so short? Probably because I didn't put it on right. There we go. There's a minimalist. Corinne, more than you probably need. Tina says you follow my lead. I tend to use not too much. I'm probably like a less is more kind of adhesive person. I recently did a class and they were definitely more is better. So it's just kind of funny to see how different people use adhesive and kind of your style. Okay, so there's I keep wanting to go here. I don't know why, but it's here. So there's our front. Okay. Then we're going to just kind of build it up from there. Okay. I've used the, what are they called? The Forever Flourishing dies. They've been well loved. Look at how well loved they are. Like, can you even make heads or tails of this? I don't know. So I used 2 of these dies. I used this guy here. Okay, he's big and chunky and I love it. And then there's this one that kind of reminds me something from like a movie about Rome or something. I don't know. The things that it makes me think of. So I used this guy here and I cut it out of evening evergreen cardstock. And then I used the one that looks like, reminds me of Rome, like something from the Gladiator. I don't know. And I cut that out. Okay. You're stingy with dimensionals, Corinne. Oh my gosh, I'm the opposite. So I'm stingy. I don't use a lot of rolling adhesive, but when it comes to dimensionals, I'm like, the more is better. I just completely load it up. Okay. Oops, sorry about that. So these are going to go, this big guy is just going to go kind of front and center. Okay. And I'm going to use some liquid glue here. Whoops. Wow. That was definitely more than I needed. And I'm only going to kind of put it on these inner guys. You don't need a lot. Okay. And I liked it sort of on an angle. This is probably my favorite die out of all of them. I just think it's big and chunky and it makes a nice sort of background. And if you really were like, you know what, less is more, like, ta-da, put your sentiment and call it a day. Like, really, you don't have to do it too crazy and whatnot, but we'll keep adding to it. So I took my Rome die. I don't know, it reminds me of Rome. And I did a little surgery because why not? So I cut it in half because I wanted to have sprigs instead of a Rome image. I don't know why. Which set is the dies from? It is from the Forever Flourishing dies, Corinne. Such a tongue twister. Forever Flourishing dies. Okay. It looks like a hot mess. It coordinates with, it's not a bundle anymore, but it coordinates with the Forever Fern stamp set, which I'm using. I'm using this stamp set, those dies, and then the Ever Eden designer paper. Okay. And I'm eventually going to use this sentiment right here. So I did a little surgery because I wanted sprigs. Okay. And I did like one going that way and kind of one going that way. I'm not overthinking it. I'm going to use a little liquid glue. You're very welcome. A little bit. A dab will do ya. Oh, I don't remember. Maybe like one going here. I don't know. Whatever looks good is what you should do. Whatever you think works. I kind of hid the stem. I kind of tucked it here. I didn't really want the full like end of it to show, so I kind of tucked it like that. Okay. That'll dry. We'll be good. We'll be good eventually. Now for the sentiment, again, I'm using the hello. I love sentiments that are just because sentiments, like a random hello. Because here's the thing. You can put a hello sentiment on the outside and then a happy birthday on the inside. You can put a hello on the outside and a thank you or a get well soon or whatever you want. And so you really just like leave it up. You know, whatever you want to do, you can do. You're not limited. So we're going with hello because then we can kind of make it whatever you want. And I have just a scrap piece of basic white. I have my Versamark ink. I have my embossing buddy, which Stampin' Up! No longer sells, but I still highly recommend if you can find one on Amazon or something. And gold embossing powder. Is this gold? Yes, this is gold. I thought it might be copper for a second. Here we go. Embossing never, ooh, you're getting a big glare, never gets old. Okay, so when you're embossing, first you're going to want to use your embossing buddy. This is why I recommend the embossing buddy, because it gets rid of all the static that's sitting on the top of your cardstock. So if I didn't use it and I stamped in Versamark, sprinkled it with the embossing powder, it would stick everywhere. That works too, Bam. I love it. It would stick everywhere. And I just want the powder to stick where the ink is. So this gets rid of all the static, all the gunkies that we can't even see. It gets rid of it. And poof, we're good to go. So I'm going to take my stamp set. I'm next going to stamp my sentiment in Versamark ink. Cover your stamp, your ink pad, or else powder is likely to get in there. I speak from experience. Then you're going to generously sprinkle it with the embossing powder. Tap off any excess. If you have a lot of that excess, wow, that word is so hard for me to say. You can kind of like flick the back of it and the little bits will come flying off. Oh, Ross. Okay, so right now it's just the powder sitting there. And then what I'm going to do is get my heat tool and I'm going to turn it on. Hopefully it's plugged in. It is. And as soon as it goes from a powder, oops, that's if I'm on camera. As soon as I go from a powder to a nice shiny gold, I'm good to go. Ta-da. That's all she wrote. Now, give it a second to cool off. If one time I ran it through my die cutting machine like immediately and I kind of smeared a little bit. So give it a second to kind of to set and dry. And I'm going to pull in a second die set. Oops, excuse me. I wanted a narrow, a really small, narrow die to cut it out. And I could have gone rectangles. I could have used my favorite banner from the Tasteful Label dies. But I remembered that the Floral Gallery dies has a really great die in it. Oops. There's two of them. One's longer and one's shorter. Okay. I don't use these enough. I forget about them, but I remembered this time. So it fits perfect. Like it literally is like a match made in heaven, like they were designed for one another. So again, Floral Gallery dies is a great addition. Oh, you're getting shadow of mine. A great addition to add. It coordinates with Art Gallery stamp set, which is gorgeous. But again, they have these two great dies, which are great for labels and sentiments. Okay, I'm going to just go to my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine here, which is off screen. I'm going to cut these out. I don't know if you'll still be able to see me. Can you see me? Hello. Normally I'm completely off screen and nobody can see me. I still have to figure out some of my my positioning and stuff. Like lighting is an issue. because I need that light so I'm not completely in the dark, but then I get this cast of shadow here. So I got to figure that out somehow. But for now, this works, right? Okay, so here's my sentiment. Whoop. So fun. I love it. It's like a little bit of love from me to you in the form of a hello sentiment. Okay, I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to have my ribbon ready to go there. You know, I took out full-size dimensionals, but I think I want to use minis. One. I just realized I don't think I put my phone, well, maybe I did, to do not disturb. I'm always afraid I'm going to forget and then someone calls through and stops the broadcast, but I can't remember if I remembered. Okay, so 3, whoops. Gosh, I got to get used to that. 3 mini dimensionals will do it. Aim for straight-ish, you know, more or less. Oops. Yeah, that'll do. Oop. Okay. And then we're going to make a bow. But before we do the bow, because it's going to need to dry, let's stamp the inside. So I have basic white 4x5 1/4 is what I pretty much always size my inside unless it's a fun fold or something. And I'm going to stamp the, gosh, there's so many to choose from. This is probably my favorite. But I'm going to use this guy over here. And I'm going to stamp him in soft succulent. Again, all this week, I'm doing projects that feature the same product. And so if you're looking for different ways to use the Forever Fern stamp set, or maybe you've gotten the Ever Eden Designer Series paper and you're like, I'm looking for something fresh and new, just check out my blog all this week. Stamp it up with you. Oh, I'm going to do it. Ready? Here we go. www.stampitupwithjamie.com. Hold on, ready? Wait for it. This is so fun. Oh, wait, hold on. That was for Corinne's. Sorry. There we go. Stampitupwithjamie.com is my blog. I blog there 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. And Monday, I announce my stamp camp. But Tuesday, Wednesday, tomorrow, and Friday, I'm showing this product all throughout the week, okay? So make sure you swing by for lots of inspiration. Maybe you don't have this product, but you like the fun fold. It's easily replicatable to product maybe you have on hand already. So, you know, just have fun with it, right? That's what the whole purpose of this is just to have fun. Oh, I can't close it. There we go. Okay, so this is our inside. Oh, I just remembered I forgot to cut the envelope flap. Oh my goodness. I've been so good at it too. And today I completely forgot. Okay. So this is going to go on the inside. I stamped on the left, even though I normally stamp on the right, but if I stamped on the right, it would show through. So I stamped on the left. So just be mindful if you're stamping something on that inside flap, if you stamp it kind of in the right here, it's going to show through, which maybe you're looking for and you like that, but if not, just something to be mindful of. Okay. Let's do our ribbon. I took it out. I definitely took it out. There it is. So I used this ribbon yesterday. I love it so, so much. It's the gold shimmer ribbon. And I thought I took my fork out to do a fork bow. Hold on, maybe I didn't. Oh, I did it. I do too. Look, I can also show what you say. Look, Catherine Lee says, I love the DSP. And I'm like, I'm right there with you. I love it too. That's so fun. I just think that's so fun. Okay, so we're going to do a fork bow. Maybe I usually kind of run through it kind of quickly, but I know not everybody's seen all my videos in the past. So I'm going to kind of walk through it kind of slowly, but if you have any questions, please reach out either during the live or on replay or just whatever. Okay, I just have a kitchen fork here. It like came in a set I had years and years and years ago, and I just keep it in my craft desk. And I usually only will do a fork bow unless I'm using twine or like linen thread. So I have my ribbon here and I go across the front and wrap it around the back. Okay, you want enough. This is going to be my tail eventually. So you do want enough that you have a little bit of a tail left over. So it kind of makes this sort of V. This is kind of going around the back. And then I'm going to go over this one here and go through that middle. And I learned years and years and years ago, over the river and through the woods. And I say it in my head every single time. Okay. So over the river, over the ribbon, I guess I should say, and then through the woods. I go down through the middle prong down here. And this is what it kind of looks like. Then I take this ribbon, kind of pull it towards the middle, and I go up and over. By this point, I kind of have an idea how long I need to cut it. Give it a trim, flip my fork around, and then just tie a knot. Don't tie a double knot. If you tie a double knot, it'll be too thick and not lay flat. A single knot tied really, really tight will be just fine. So give it a nice tug, as tight as you can get it. Looks something like this. And then you just slip it off the fork. Whoops, I hit my thing. Slip it off the fork and you have a perfect bow 99.9% of the time, okay? And then from there, you may want to just give it a little bit of a trim, which I do because my, I'll go this way. I don't know, I still think it's a little long. I love long tails, but that was even a little long for me. And then I kind of hold them together because I want them somewhat of the same length, give or take. Give or take. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is grab another block. This is why you need about 5 blocks of the same size. Oh, it's so good, Tina. It's literally the only way I do a bow. And that's why they pretty much all kind of look the same because I'm using the same fork. If you want to do a little bigger bow, you could always use like a wide tooth comb. And you could go really big with that one if you wanted. Why does that not look the same? I know I cut them the same, but that one looks longer. Hold on. I got to give it a haircut. It's bothering me. Okay. So I put a glob of glue and I'm going to put, I think I have to go on a little bit of an angle here, or maybe I should have figured this out before I put the glob of glue. Maybe I'll go like that. And then I'm going to put a block over it, let it sit, come back in like 5 minutes and it'll be dry. Let me quickly cut DSP. Is this 6 inches wide? No. Let's see here. I got a frog in my throat. Maybe we'll go with this pattern. I certainly have enough of that. Okay, so I'm going to cut for my envelope. Oh my gosh, I have such a mess over here. If you only could see the mess that was literally right there. I'm going to cut this 2 1/4 by 6. Let's see here, 2 1/4 by 6. This is going to be for my envelope flap. If I can get it up. Okay. I'm going to pull in this one here. Kind of looks like that fabric. What's that fabric? I've never tried a fork bow before, but you have convinced me to try it today. Try it. Oh, you good, Rachel? Try it. Get a hold of me if you struggle. Just remember the song, Over the River and Through the Woods. That's the magic words. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue along my envelope here. Woo! Oh, that did not go in the corner. And then I adhere down my pattern. Then I like to catch the glue and then kind of push my DSP up so that it's more flush to the top, but not having to actually put glue at the very top. Give it a good smear. And then we're going to do a little trimming, a little haircut, and we're done. Doop. Okay. Again, Ever Eden Designer Series paper. I have no idea if it's going to make it until January 3rd. So if you love the product, make sure you order it like now, because it could really run out at any time. And once it's gone, it's literally gone for good. It's so pretty, gorgeous. Okay. So there's our matching envelope to go with our fun folds. Again, keeping things on the simpler side, just switching it up. Let me do this and then do this. Okay, so if you're interested in ordering this product, be sure you go to jamieb.com. You'll find all my links there. You can follow me on social medias. You can get my 5 quick and easy free tutorials. That link is over there. You can get product shares. Everything that you need to get a hold of me is there, including buying this product. And I really, really wouldn't wait. That Ever Eden paper is gorgeous. Okay. Please reach out if you have any questions, if I can help at all. I love to answer questions. I'm here to be an asset and to help and to really serve you. And I love doing it. So please take advantage of that. Okay. If you have any questions, let me know. Okay, everyone, that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Please give feedback if you'd like this new kind of way of doing things. I'd love to hear from you. And I'll be back next week, same time, same place. And I hope to see you then. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.